live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Roll call. All right. I know this is your favorite portion of the show. And so we only got 3 this week.
Okay.
And so I'm actually going to set the timer for a little longer, okay?
Okay.
Because I know that one of these topics we both are gonna want to spend a little more time on. So I'll go 1:30.
Okay.
For this.
All right.
And so we're gonna start with the NFL Combine. So the NFL made a decision to they decided to give in to the demands of the agents who said that if there's going to be some type of bubble at the Combine, we're not allowing our players to come because it's going to affect the way that these players can put themselves in a position to make a good impression on the teams. So I don't know the specifics of that, but that's kind of what the agents were saying. And this led to the NFL making the decision to relax all their COVID mandates. And so I'm going to start the clock now. What do you think about that?
I'm trying to figure out when the NFL got so soft. Like, I'm sorry, players have been griping and whining about stuff for years, and y'all never give in. These people don't even play in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, what?
Right, they ain't even here yet.
You giving it, like, y'all setting a precedent. This is like a parent. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's not a good precedent that you setting, that they're going to just be whining and y'all going to give in. Like, okay. So,
right.
and yeah, y'all needed to be in a bubble. What's wrong with a bubble? Bubbles, we still in a pandemic, people.
Right.
Okay.
I think now people would just probably are pandemic fatigue. I have no idea, and maybe I needed to read into that a little more. I have no idea why the agents felt like this would, put their clients at a deficit as far as
would they have not
being
been
able to make it
around the coaches? Like, what would the bubble have been? I guess would have been a good question.
And that might be it. It might have been stuff would have been virtual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for me, like I like being in front of people. So, but I still like if it's necessary, like we got to do this podcast virtually. I'd love when we could sit in front of each other and do it. Yeah. But so we kind of had to roll the punches and do what we had to do, based off the circumstances. So
Stop being babies. Whatever.
Right. All right, we at the end of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Next one. Are the Lakers done? And go, because I know you got a lot to say on this one. No, not a lot.
Yep.
They're done.
I'm gonna let you have this one because this is your boy.
One of the good things I'll say is that I think Russell Westbrook understands now that this wasn't a good fit for him personally, and I think he needs to be on the team. You can see that he's chasing individual accolades. And not that he doesn't care about winning, but he wants to win on his terms. And regardless of if that's happening, I think he still cares more about those individual accolades. And so, they
you need to stop playing the sport.
Huh?
Then you need to stop playing the sport because it's a team sport. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. It's not about that. No, I don't want you to go to anybody's team because if you go to anybody's team with that attitude, it doesn't work. It just isn't good it's not good, period. So absolutely not. I'm sorry. I was trying to be quiet, but Russell.
No, you're not. We still got a whole 25 seconds left. You gotta be quiet.
So
but they're done. I think LeBron should go ahead and shut it down for the season, even though I know he won't. I know that he's chasing that Kareem all-time points.
And again, whatever.
Yeah.
You LeBron. I'm sorry. You solidified yourself.
Right. And I get it. He still feels like he has something to prove, but
he doesn't. LeBron, if you just happen to see our little old podcast, baby, let me just say this.
You ain't got nothing else to
saying
prove to
it to
nobody.
you don't have anything
Right.
to prove to anybody.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shut up now because I know people heard the alarm go off and they're gonna be like, well, you talking about your boy LeBron, you want to add extra time to the clock. So our next one is, does Ja Morant get enough credit? Because he's a human highlight reel.
So up until this season, I would have said no.
Mm-hmm.
Up until even recently, I feel like he's just been in a different zone. He's just been crazy. Like the last couple of months, like right before the All-Star, it was like he just looked crazy. When you when you look at him, he looked crazy. So he's just in a zone, in a space. And so I feel like he wasn't, but I feel like, he's taken it to another level this year, but his 2 years before, he still was amazing. I just felt like he was under the radar.
Right.
So now he's getting his just due, I guess, because you told me he jumped. His MVP.
Folks are looking at him.
Like, So good.
So with the season he's had, he's been on the list. But I think that he's starting to jump some people. Like he's starting to jump the Jokic's and the Jokic's. He's starting to jump Jokic and he's starting to jump Embiid and DeRozan. And so it's interesting to see how this thing's gonna play out because they're the number 3 team in the West right now. Mm-hmm. And if they keep playing the way they're playing, because they're not too far from behind the Golden State Warriors. Mm-hmm. They keep playing the way they're playing, they might be number 2.
I love it.
Yeah.
Go for it. I'm here for it, sir. I love it. I want him to, like you said this in our meeting, you want him to to win the MVP this year. And I'm here for it. I love that he's in this space and I think it was I think the fit is good for him. Mm-hmm. And so you know what I mean? Like because of that, I feel like it has allowed him to blossom and thrive and strive in a good way. It wasn't too much pressure because it's not this huge market. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just liked it. I just like it for him. I'm here for him for sure.
Congrats to him.
Put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.